Hi, I'm Theo, and these broadcasts are to support the blogs on nomoresea.com's website as well as the online classes. In this episode, we're exploring Verbum, the Roman Catholic version of Logos Bible Software. As a part of our steps in getting Logos, step 4 is focusing more on getting more free resources for Logos. So it's a comprehensive step because there are many ways to add things to Logos. One of the biggest ways is something called Verbum. And so the question might be asked, what is Verbum? Well, Verbum actually is the Roman Catholic version of Logos Bible Software, catered more toward those who are in the liturgical traditions of Christianity, especially the Roman Catholic and Roman Catholicism, Roman Catholic traditions. So they offer a lot of things, features, and helps that also benefit. And so a part of the faith life experience community is, again, modeled in the different ways it tries to help various Christian traditions to explore and understand their faith. Within Logos, there are many base packages that reflect various denominations or traditions within Christianity. But Verbum is unique in the sense that it's an entirely separate part as well. So, for instance, if you are in the Wesleyan tradition, you can use Logos 9, and you can buy resources related to the Wesleyan tradition, and Faith Life has catered packages that you can purchase that will reflect a more Wesleyan tradition. Same for a Pentecostal tradition and various other traditions, even various Orthodox traditions. So what's unique about Verbum is that they not only do that, you can still use Logos to access all the Verbum things, the packages and whatnot, but they go so far as adding additionally an entire program, an entire website, and an entire app for the mobile that's separate from Logos for those who are a part of this tradition, and that they can more so immerse themselves. And it's catered and designed by people from this tradition for people in that tradition. And so it's exciting that this is an opportunity. So you don't have to, if you're not interested in the tradition as much and getting those nuances because you are of another tradition within the Christian worldview, then perhaps you just want the resources and you don't have to get the program, but you can still get access to the resources that are in that tradition and that reflect that tradition so that you can better understand that tradition. In other words, whether you use Logos 9 and whether you use its apps, you can have access to all the resources in your library, no matter what tradition, no matter whether you get them from Verbum or you get them from Logos. And the same is true vice versa. If you choose to use Verbum's apps, then anything that you have that's in Logos, they work seamlessly. So you won't even notice the difference. They're all there, and it's seamless in the integration. Either way, it doesn't matter. And that's what was so exciting about Faith Life, and they're working to do that, to bring these kind of technologies seamlessly together. And through technology, then each side can explore what the other side believes in and further understand the nuances and what's trying to be said, whether or not it's different or whether or not it's the same. And that's something that needs to be explored. And the unique thing about Verbum is Verbum has its own website, so you can download the program. Okay, and I'll show you here what it looks like. Very similar to Logos. Okay, there's some differences, but very similar. So you can download the program and have the program just like Logos Bible Software. And they have their own website, verbum.com. And so you can experience that. And by virtue of that, you're going to also be able to then get features like Verbum 9 Basic. So if you add Verbum 9 Basic, some of the things that are not in Logos 9 Basic will end up being something that you can get a hold of, and you can add resources. Look at all these resources you get to add. Just scrolling down this page on Verbum 9 Basic. All these resources. Now, many of these resources are available as a part of Logos 9 Basic, but there are several that will be a vast improvement that will not be a part, like Lake's Apostolic Fathers in English, and some of the other titles that do be related. So that is something that you're going to want to add to your cart and then check out like you did for Logos 9 Basic. And then Verbum 9 Academic Basic. And again, I already have that, but then also you can click on that, add that to your cart. And that adds, again, resources that will be added to your library. Okay, and again, Verbum has lots of things. Of course, the fact book is what's in Logos itself, but there's a homily manager and document improvement, and then just different ways that you can use it. Also, like Logos 9, but there's some differences that handle parts of the tradition that are more liturgical, and so it's pretty exciting. The church came out of this whole Catholic tradition where it was one universal faith, and that's where we began. And so a lot of people are returning to those roots, and they're finding things that are valuable. And so this is an opportunity to add more resources, to learn about the church that existed right after the Bible closes, and fill in some of those gaps that are often missing in our historical view. And it's very important. And so there are many people that I know that just run Verbum, and they do not actually use Logos. And Verbum, again, has its own mobile app too. So it's a comprehensive system. So by choosing to add these elements to your Logos library, you get more resources that will help you to understand things. And again, most especially, I think for the Protestants, are going to be these tools that in your library that give you access to the early church fathers and to some of the early creeds and councils and things to understand where our faith has come from. Obviously, the confessions of Augustine are here, which I think you get with Logos 9 Basic, but you get some dictionaries related to understanding better the Catholic faith. I think the biggest problem is among the divide between Roman Catholics and Protestants are we misunderstand each other, and in common terms, the philosophical arguments, we do what something called we build straw men. And so we paint a picture of what we think are the other people believe, and then we attack that, and it's just a straw man. It's not the real thing that they understand. And so it's very important that if you're going to say that you don't agree with the Catholic tradition, that you might want to explore actually what they believe, and this is a good place to start. And so the Catholic Church is worldwide, and it's in every country pretty much that I know of. And so there's going to be believers in your neck of the woods that are going to believe this. And so it's important for you to understand what they believe, why they believe, and then try to sort out why you might believe somewhat differently, and then to try to explore and see and understand is what you truly believe about the Roman Catholic faith. Is that truly what they actually believe? Because you might come to find out that you have been led to believe a lie. You have built a straw man, and you have attacked that straw man, which is what I did for many years. And then come to find out that's not truly what they actually believe. So this is a wonderful way to experience parts of the Christian faith for free and add these resources to your library. And you can get into the early church and grow in your knowledge and understanding of where Christianity had been to better grasp where it is today. Thank you very much, and God bless you for listening. Stay tuned for more episodes in videos to help you with your journey from nomorec.com.